Safety. It's a major buzzword that we hear all the time today. It's in the media everywhere. We hear it from Uncle Andy, our governor at 5. Our greetings have even changed using that term. Instead of saying, have a good day, we say, stay safe. What does it mean to be safe? In the past, it's been exemptions from various illness, from unrest, from violence, and more. These days, we're talking a lot about physical safety, safety from a virus that can have horrible effects on its victims. We're seeing it everywhere. We're seeing it all over the world. It's proof that there is always a bigger gun, that there is always a time of unsafety and uncertainty. There's also economic safety and its importance, our nest egg, our wealth. Its importance is proven by the federal government and the stimulus package that went through. But even in that, we're seeing this deep crisis wipe out some of the most secure among us. Even if we can keep our wealth, even if we can keep that piece of it, will it spare our bodies from the sickness? Sounds grim. So, can we ever truly be safe? When physical and economic precautions in this world are not enough, how can we ultimately feel secure? In Psalms, we hear David praying a similar prayer that many of us pray today. He said, "In peace I will lie down and sleep. For you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety." Towards the front of the Bible, you'll find Deuteronomy. Now, this was a book written by Moses to the Israelites who were born in a time of uncertainty and insecurity. Similar to today, I read the other day talking about today's high school graduates and those going into college. They were born in the aftermath of 9/11, certainly a time of insecurity and safety, and now they're going off to college and experience this college world in this time of a pandemic. Again, uncertainty, insecurity. And when you look at Deuteronomy, you're going to find a similar storyline there. So Moses wrote this letter to this group of people whose parents had wandered for 40 years, and yet they had still seen no promised land. We've gone 2-3 weeks now of isolation and inside of our homes with our families, and it feels like 40 years, so we can certainly relate. But Moses, in that time, he was with them every step of the way. He was with them through those 40 years. He pulled them out of slavery, and yet he got it. He understood what safety truly was. In chapter 33, he said to the tribe of Benjamin, he said, "The beloved of the Lord dwell in safety. The high God surrounds him all day long." Now, this was a group that clearly was anxious about the world around them, similar to us today. And these verses, they don't indicate that no harm fell upon that group. They don't indicate that no harm will fall upon us today. The New Testament makes that very clear of us today. But through the wilderness, through the virus, we will be closely quartered with an omnipotent God. We are His beloved. We are secure in His arms. In that promise, we find eternal safety. How cool is that? An encompassing love that neither death nor life nor physical nor emotional distress can take away. A love that encourages us to walk boldly and unafraid. In the New Testament, late in the disciples' ministry, they faced extreme uncertainty and extreme unsafety. And while we can't see physical pictures of their ministry and in that moment, the Scripture paints this very descriptive picture towards the end of their life. It paints this picture of extreme calm, a faithfulness to what Moses was talking about, a faithfulness to that eternal safety, the same safety that covers us as Jesus followers today. In the words of Doc, do you buy that?